All right. Here we are again with oil, and this is a follow up from the previous video. And we were back over here before. We were back over here at, I believe it was like 101 yesterday. And from 101, this thing tanked. Oil has tanked. It has tanked hard. Yeah, it is down to 84. Oil, the price of oil has literally tanked, and it's now trading below about 94. We have a new level of resistance because remember when we have support and something trades below support, it then becomes resistance. So the resistance is right there about 93.96. This is an oil daily chart. And this is my system. This is the indicator on my system, support and resistance. This isn't the full system. To be quite honest, my system doesn't work that great on commodities, but it works great on other trading instruments. It can work on commodities, but it's not going to work in an environment where it's like super volatile, depending on what time frame you use. I'll pull up my system on oil on different time frames, but here's another just standard bar chart. Look at this. Look at this. It is just getting trashed. The gap has been filled. The gap in oil has been filled. So the gap up right there, you see the gap. Gaps usually get filled. This is an hourly chart of oil. It's just a standard bar chart, nothing fancy. Oil has gotten trashed. Now the previous breakout area was down in here. Right there. Okay, right there. Down in here, this thing consolidated forever. Okay? Consolidated forever. Consolidated for months, all right? Consolidated for over a month, and then it went boom, did a little gap, and then it kind of scalloped up, and then it just boom. Okay, you have this go parabolic and gap up. What happens when things go parabolic? They're going to bust unless it's the end of the world, right? It's going to bust, it's going to collapse, but you have all those nuts out there that they're saying it's the end of the world, end of times. It's not the end of times. It's not the end of the U.S. They always say that. It's the end of the United States. The United States is on the SWIFT banking system, okay? And the oil system, as long as people buy oil, the United States isn't going to collapse. What is in your head? Okay? The Peter Schiff and all those, yeah, the gold price is going to go up. The gold price is going to go up. But the gold price can also come down when things stabilize. Okay, it's not foolproof. Bitcoin is not the answer. It popped. It popped. Let's look at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin on just a regular chart. All right, you see it trading below this area, this key area. It has collapsed. It is gone. It is done. Okay, if you're like back in here buying, thinking it's going to the moon, what happens when you think that? You get suckered. You turn into a sucker. You think it's the answer to everything. It's the panacea. You're buying tulips. Don't be a sucker. These things, they come back, okay? So you see the topping of Bitcoin versus the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar is kicking its ass, okay? The U.S. dollar is kicking its ass. But you talk to Bitcoin people, oh no, get your money in Bitcoin. It's the answer, U.S. dollar bad. There's oil, okay? So this is oil daily versus the U.S. dollar. And gold is kicking the United States dollar's ass, okay? It just is. But what happens when things go to the moon, okay? They usually come back. Is gold really worth that much money? What can you do with gold aside from stuff like electronics and some medical devices? What can you do with gold? Can you eat gold? Right? Can you eat gold? What happens when things get tough? Are people buying gold? They might be buying gold in India if they're wealthy for marriages and stuff like that. It's really significant. And countries like China are buying it because they're in that old world mindset. But what can you do with gold? You can't do nothing with gold. All right, so that's just a little bit of an update. Oil, boom, boom. Look at that. That huge tall candle. I was talking about it yesterday. I was like, that is not good. Okay, stay tuned. I'll put up another update later.